Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is SKTV coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona. My name is Sekou Kene. As always, I want to say thank you to all of you for following SKTV. I want to encourage you to go ahead and share the show. Today, we are going to be discussing Liberia, again, Liberian politics. And we are going to actually dig in deeper in the audio voice, the audio recording by Senator Prince Johnson in an interview regarding the current political situation in Nimba County and in the country as a whole. He said a lot. He made a lot of revelations. He also somehow solidified some of the statements that we have made here regarding the situation involving him, the president, and the government of Joseph Nimba as a whole. We want to encourage you to share the show so we can get this thing going as soon as possible. We will be playing the video, the audio of Senator Prince Johnson to give you an idea as to what he's thinking and what's going to happen, or what is possible of happening in the upcoming election selected for this Tuesday in Nimba County, the by-election for the senatorial seat opened by the election of Senator Jeremiah Kun. So I want to say thank you to all of you for joining SKTV. I want to encourage you to share the show. We are trying to link up with our colleagues in Liberia, trying to get Mabon and Lawrence from Radio Farmer and 2FM 96.1 respectively. We're trying to get all of them. We want to encourage all of you to go ahead, share the show so we can get this thing going as soon as possible. Let's check in with Mabon here real quick before we can go to the musical break to share the show. Let's check in with Mabon. Hopefully he's available to talk to us. Mabon, how are you, sir?
Yes, thank you, Sekou, and let me say good evening to you from my end. I know it's in the morning time.
Yes, sir, it is. Yeah, so
Great.
I want to say thank you to you and the team there in Liberia. I never actually, I haven't sent the link to your boy. Can you do
Yes,
it?
so I already did. I finished sending it to Lawrence already.
Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So I want to also, I think we should play the audio instead of playing the music. Let's play the audio from Senator Prince Johnson, the new audio that just came out, speaking about what's going on in Nimba and what he feels should happen. And also he talked about the work of the government. He spoke in both his local vernacular, also in English. So I think it will interest our people to listen, and then we can dive into the conversation afterward. So, but what do you think? Should we do that, or you want to still play the music when we have people here and we can play it? Or what's your recommendation? So we wait for Melbourne to get here. So we want to let's get the audio ready while we wait Melbourne. Let's get the audio ready so we can I want you to share the show, everybody. Let's share the show so we can get this thing going. The senator is speaking out again, and this time around is a little more detailed, a little more precise as to what he believes is going on. And the senator actually confirmed and solidifies some of the statements that we have made here regarding the inner work and what is going on behind the scene with the UP government. It will interest you to actually listen to some of the revelation by Senator Prince Johnson. Let's do this really quick. Let's get the audio uploaded into the system, and let's get the audio uploaded into the system, and then we will play so you guys can listen to it and tell me what you think, and then we will jump into the conversation. Let me take this time to recognize a few of you who are already here. No. Yeah, let me do this. Yeah, so let's play the audio. Maybe Mabon is not ready yet. We don't have a luxury of time to wait for all of that. Let's just play the audio so you guys can listen to Senator Prince Johnson.
Unconstitutional. How can we now forget that one? And what is it after? Is it ungrateful? Of course, he has exhibited an act of ingratitude, ungratefulness, which constitutes an act of ungodliness.
Okay, so there were all. Okay.
We pray that after we quit this one, we will think better tomorrow.
Okay, so there was also speculations that there was not any coming back or comeback for appreciation. They didn't come back to officially appreciate the people of Nimba County. Are you also aware of that?
Well, we just took over the 16-year journey, or 6-year journey. We're only into 3 months perhaps, I think almost 3 months, or even too soon yet. There were many political situations on the ground, conditions were not, they are not being read. There is problem here and there. So I can never tell exactly when Woman Brother intends to come up with the vice president to say thanks to the people. If he wants to do that, that would be the most happiest day for us. But unfortunately, he's giving us evil for the good we did. I'm the leader of Nimba. If you are putting me on your agenda as number one, criminal, and you are targeting us and trying to do it, he used to isolate me. He used to avoid me. After the election, he used to avoid me. But you don't have a platform and I have a church. And the Bible is a book of books, it's a book of politics.
Yes.
When I stay on that pulpit, I lay there. And he said, oh, don't talk for PYJ. Then you call me on different numbers. Not in the old number, you change it. So when I look at it, I saw I call it, the base call for your picture. Then I call you, say, come, then you come. So when I went there to the house, he who called me now, they had me at the gate for 10 or 15 minutes. People taking telephone, motor roller, people carrying a gun. I said, hey, why go to, I went home. When they told me that I left to go back home, then he called me now. He said, please, sir, he called other people to call me. I went back. The meeting should have been 7 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I went back 8, and we were here at the 10 o'clock. And he said, I will not hurt you, I will not do this, I will not do anything to the contrary. What you say is true. But what you're telling me is different from what is also on the ground. Because the speaker was that he needs. So they pay money to the speaker to get his lawmaker then to start quick. 1,000 US. They say it's crazy. What for? These are children that will go to justice and look at it. You know? So in politics, don't trust anybody, my friend. Politicians are fishermen.
Okay, so Honorable, would you mind if you can just elaborate a little bit in your vernacular? There are a lot of people listening, and the old people there who don't actually understand English who want to know exactly who is speaking and what is he actually saying. So would you love to say that?
So yeah, so let me ask all of you here whether or not you want to listen to the part in the local vernacular, which is in Gio. Do you want me to continue that part, because that will take us up to like let me see, that will take us for another 6 minutes. That would be about another 5 or 6 minutes in the local vernacular. Do you want me to continue to play that, or you don't want to listen to the one in the local vernacular? You want me to push it forward a little bit so you can listen to the ones in English? Please let me listen to you guys. Whatever the majority would say, that's what we'll do. Okay, people say they don't understand Gil, so and you want me to continue? So you want me to skip that part? Okay. Somebody say English. Somebody say skip that part. Somebody say no. No one. No, don't. No, skip it. Go to the English part to finish the whole thing. But it will interest you, the man. The one things he's saying was the end of somebody want to listen to in the Gil to but anyway, okay, majority of the people saying English part. So we will do that. So the majority of people saying we should skip it. Majority rule. So let's carry forward a little bit. Let's listen.
I think it's tomorrow, 12 o'clock.
Tomorrow, today is the last day of the campaign, and give your.
All right.
Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you so much. I just need you to give your parting statement, your last message. Today is the last day of the campaign, and Tuesday, the 24th of.
I think it's tomorrow, 12 o'clock.
Tomorrow, 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay, so today is the last day for the delegates to be in studio here. Yeah, so to actually sell their candidates. So, what would you like to say to the citizens of Bedege and that of Nimba County as a whole, as your final or parting comment?
Well, I just said it, but to sum everything up, it is an appeal from me, your servant, and you just gave 9 more years to be 27 years, the longest serving senator in the Republic. Because of that, I'm a veteran senator. Because of that, I'm a doyen in the Liberian Senate in the Liberian Senate. I'm well respected, well honored. I'm named as you call me to be. And you have created a song. The song is all over Nimba, embedded everywhere. You place me in a position of honor. Destiny has gone through you. And you people have never pushed your leader in front to disobey your leader. Even if it is not your will, you don't disgrace it to the public. Everyone in Nimba is looking up to you. Our son Cole spoke on the radio and just spoke in prayer. The Cole was very serious to call upon you to support Antoine, he's the vice president. Why couldn't he come? Why couldn't he come? He told the president all the vehicles that you gave me from Travel regime, if they are all old, I cannot take it to court. It can only be Monrovia. So Brother said, okay, then take it every. So Cool is doing what he's doing for Brother to know that Cool is working at the DP.
Okay.
Because they are not going, not talking, they're not trouble for Cool. Already Cool is facing political problems, they're not a worker, but the wrong worker right now, they're not even the party people. That's also Liberty Party. That's also ANC. In fact, the ANC man from Montgomery is the Minister of State. Who decide who to be in the country right now? The Liberty Party, the ANC, and the CPP. They have put a barricade around the Quaker. But I only want one time. Because he can't make it, he will not make it. So what they try to do is to gather the water for Coal.
Okay.
Because the news in Nimba now is that Coal and Brother have sold me and our people.
Yes.
Coal is part of it, but he's part of it by order.
Okay.
He's part of it, not by heart. But like you can do right, you know, order for your partner, you can put your order do right.
Yeah, sure.
If you say no, then you in trouble with the man. What is surprising to us in this republic right now, in the campaign training, right? And we have a government.
Yes.
But the protest go to the president every blessed morning since the victory was won, January. She go to the president every evening, every day. She is first to see him before he gets to work. She is last to see him before you go to sleep.
What
so
for?
What we are seeing in the political arena is that she is de facto bad for life.
Okay.
I don't know whether you listened to that part clearly. We will replay that so you can hear exactly what he said. He said that Senator Yomli Kanga Lawrence is a de facto vice president, that he sees the president every day before he goes to work, and she sees him every evening, every night, that she is the last person to see Joseph Boakai every day before he goes to sleep. I don't know. Just yesterday, we were talking about some of these things. A few days ago, we talked about what happened before that name came out. And we told you that she was the one that actually forwarded the names. Or that last one, she the one that approved it before Joseph Boakai announced it. So let's listen to that part really quick so we can end this thing and continue the conversation.
What is surprising to us in this republic right now, in the campaign training, right? And we have a government.
Yes.
But the protest go to the president every blessed morning since the victory was won, January. She go to the president every evening, every day. She is first to see him before he gets to work. She is last to see him before you go to sleep.
What
so
for?
What we are seeing in the political arena is that she is de facto bad for life.
Okay.
She is de facto, that's the truth. So there are many things that are happening to aggravate, to annoy our son. But you see, he has graduated from my university of harassment, insult, intimidation in the past. So he is facing right now no amount of intimidation can move Jeremiah Cool. So what they're doing to him is that cold water, that ice water. Yeah, so I love the way he's working. I love his strength. And you will now hear him criticize anything.
Okay.
That's what happening. So when you hear him say yabo, that's it. But if he were us, he can't go control what the country. Let him do with the state, the national issue. Let them go apply and bring investors. Let them alleviate the sort of our people by putting bread on the table. You know, one can bring bread. But you know more directly involved in human activities. They are on the national level now. We are on the county level. And we know what is good for us. Because you have signed the paper too. When they went working for America, invited by Boyka, when they left Boyka office, they want to go office. They say, we just met worker, we are the NGO, and we agree to help the government bring worker cook. So what you say? He said, but my boss said, you want worker cook, I'm going to tell you, no, I support it.
Definitely.
So the man who say he support it, can he, even for any reason, given reason, can he be listened to in Nimba that I'm a support you, you support you? And now the candidate, because on their mind, they intend to convict me, to indict me. How you will do it is still to be seen. How you will do it, we defy them. The legal grounds are there. Anything illegal will resist the law. So nobody should listen to our uncle, and my baby boy. I brought it to you. I trained him for this in 2011. He's our son, I submit to him. But don't involve in all of these things are happening. That brother in a group doing what they're doing.
Okay. So you are.
God bless you all.
Okay, thank you so much, Honorable Prince Y. Johnson. We appreciate your call this evening on this radio, and we want to say thank you so much for calling.
God bless you. God bless you.
Okay.
I'm sorry. So you listen to Senator Prince Johnson there. He said a lot of things, and including the allegation that Jeremiah Kuhn, that the news in Nimba County is that Jeremiah Kuhn sold him and the Nimba people. And he said that Jeremiah Kuhn announced, the vice president announced that the people of Nimba County should support Nyatwanye. And some of the things that he said in Gil, I think he reiterated some of it. He's telling the people that you people elected me. I've sacrificed a lot for this county. You people can be the one to dress the devil and disgrace the devil. You people give me 27 years. I'm the longest serving senator. The people try to remove me, they're trying to replace me. They're trying to indict the people of Nimba County. That's what he said in Gil. They're trying to remove the people of Nimba County. And they are coming after us. And our son Kun does not have his will. He's been somehow coerced. He's been under duress to do what he is doing. And then he went on to say that they will resist the establishment of War and Economic Crimes Court. Perhaps maybe some of you who might have missed the audio, so maybe I could play it again so you can get it. And Senator Prince Johnson said, Jeremiah Konda, my baby, I brought him to you. I trained him. And this thing is getting serious by the day, by the minute. If the senator is saying that the vice president has been pushed around, he has not been given the due courtesy, he has not been given what he deserves, that Senator Nyomli Kanga Lawrence is a de facto vice president. You know, it seems like this guy, not only that they can actually follow and listen to SKTV, sometimes they take some information from here. I'll speak to you, the senator, and most of his people watching and listening. You know, we're on the radio, right? We're on Truth FM from the start, right? When I told Mabel that we're about to play Prince Johnson's audio, he went in the back to seek the approval of his bosses first. And guess what happened? They went off. But I don't blame them. The campaign is still ongoing in Nimba County. Prince Johnson is supporting Representative Samuel Koga, the government of Liberia, Joseph Walker and his team, supporting Nyatwanye. So this is why we have said time without number, importance of having our own radio station. We are not going to part way with Truth FM because of this one instance, but this is not new. And this is not something that I'm surprised by. And many of you that have been following, you know exactly what is going on. And, we will continue to do what we do. We are not going to be detailed. We are not going to be discouraged. We will continue to speak to our people. But what I will tell you, Prince Johnson, the information he just provided, some of these information are something that we have talked about before. In the final analysis, Prince Johnson said that they will resist the establishment of War and Economic Crimes Court. But then he cut up, himself. He feel like, you know what? Maybe if I just say openly we will resist it, there will be some backlash. And then he said, it is illegal. We will resist it. Anything that's illegal would resist that legally. And when he was speaking Gio as well, he said to the people that they who walk around quoting it not about United Nations, it's not about Liberia. It's a group of people with their NGO, and they have been given money. He said 270,000. He got that information from SKTV as well. But that's what he told his people in Gio. And again, Prince Johnson said something. He made another revelation here today. He said that in English, that the House of Representatives rushed into signing the War Crime Court resolution at the House of Representatives. He said because they all were giving $1,000 each So they rushed into signing it right away. But what he didn't say is to what was given to the Senate to sign. Why he signed it. We told you the last time Prince Johnson was cut in the middle between the rack and the House office to sign. But you know what I will do? I will play it. So those of you who might have missed most of the things that he said, I'll play it again so you can listen to it. The Geo part, we'll skip that and then we'll continue with the English part. Hold on. So Mayborn lied to me. Lawrence saying we've been waiting for the link, and Mayborn told me he already sent the link to Mayborn. Wow, I'm sorry, my people. Let me send the link back to Lawrence. This is crazy, unfortunately. I'm sorry, my people. Let me just send this link to me, to Lawrence. So when Lawrence, yeah. So let's. My people, you know, in fact, that meeting that we had the last time, we said we're going to have another meeting. We'll try to organize another meeting, either this evening or tomorrow. So those of you who are part of the meeting, we'll be posting the link in the chat room so we can continue this conversation about what we need to do actually to speed up the processes we are ongoing in Liberia about the radio station. So listen to Prince Johnson again.
Unconstitutional. How does he now forget that one? And what is he after? Is he ungrateful? Of who he has exhibited an act of ingratitude, ungratefulness? We constitute an act of ungodliness.
Okay, so there were all. Okay.
We pray that after we quit this one, we will think better tomorrow.
Okay, so there was also speculations that there was not any coming back or comeback for appreciation. They didn't come back to officially appreciate the people of Nimba County. Are you also aware of that?
Well, we just took over the 16-year journey, the 6-year journey. We're only into 3 months, perhaps, I think almost 3 months, or even too soon yet. There were many political situations on the ground, conditions were not, they are not being read. There is problem here and there. So I can never tell exactly when Woman Brother intends to come up with the Vice President to say thanks to the people. If he wants to do that, that would be the most happiest day for us. But unfortunately, he's giving us evil for the good we did. I'm the leader of Nimba. If you are putting me on your agenda as number one, criminal, and you are targeting us and trying to do it, you used to isolate me. You used to avoid me. After the election, you used to avoid me. But you don't have a platform and I have a church. And the Bible is a book of books, it's a book of politics.
Yes.
When I stay on that pulpit, I lay there. And you say, oh, don't talk for PYJ. Then you call me on different numbers. Not in the old number, you change it. So when I look at it, I saw I call it the missed call for your picture. Then I call you, say, come, take your car. So when I went there to the house, he even called me now, they had me at the gate for 10 or 15 minutes. People taking telephone, motor roller, people carrying a gun. I say, hey, what?
I'm sorry again, I was muted because I was talking to Lawrence in the back. So I want you to listen to this part very, very carefully. We told you here that Joseph Walker had a meeting with Prince Johnson, and he assured him that everything will be okay. Forget it. Don't worry about this whole war crime thing. And we told you that Prince Johnson had a meeting with people. He said he was assured by the president saying that everything was okay. There will be no war crime code. Listen to Prince Johnson. What is he going to tell you? And that time we said it, the Unity Party people in support of Joseph Nimba, they came here and said, oh, you're lying. For some reason, everything we have said on Ask TV, they will come and confirm it, either consciously or subconsciously. They will come to inform our people. They will come to confirm our information themselves without we doing anything. They listen to Prince Johnson. Listen to him.
When they're doing that, I left to go back on and he called me now. He said, please, he called other people to call me. I went back. The meetings were against 7 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I went back 8, and we were at 10 o'clock. And she, I will not hurt you. I will not do this. I will not do anything to the contrary. What you say is true. But what you're telling me is different from what is also on the ground. Because the speaker's word that he needs. So they pay money to the speaker to get his lawmaker then to start quick. 1,000 US. They say, same thing, what for? These are children that will go to justice and look at this move. You know? So in politics, don't trust anybody, my friend.
He said Joseph Walker told him, don't worry about anything. What he's saying is true. Don't worry about anything that will happen. And then he's saying that the speaker's wife is connected to Joseph Nimba. He said that Joseph Nimba put money through the speaker and try to make all the legislature to sign that document. Listen to it again.
I went back, the meetings were against 7 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I went back 8, and we were at 10 o'clock. And she, I will not hurt you. I will not do this. I will not do anything to the contrary. What you say is true. But what you're telling me is different from what is also on the ground. Because the speaker's word that he needs. So they pay money to the speaker to get his lawmaker then to start quick. 1,000 US. They say, same thing, what for? These are children that will go to justice and look at this move. You know? So in politics, don't trust anybody, my friend. Politician and fishermen.
Okay, so Honorable, would you mind if you can just elaborate a little bit in your vernacular? There are a lot of people listening, and the old people there who don't actually.
So we're going to skip that part because I don't know how many people here that actually understand Gio. So we'll skip that part and see.
From me, your servant, and you just give
County as a whole.
What's going on with that?
Your final or parting comment.
Well, I just said it, but to sum everything up, it is an appeal from me, your servant. And you just gave 9 more years to be 27 years. The longest serving senator in the Republic. Because of that, I'm a veteran senator. Because of that, I'm a doyen in the Liberian Senate in the Liberian Senate. I'm well respected, well honored. I'm named as you call me to be. And your creator is song. The song is all over me, my inquiry everywhere. You place me in a position of honor. Destiny by God through you. And you people have never pushed your leader in front to disobey your leader. Even if it is not your will, you don't disgrace it to the public. Everyone in Nimba is looking up to you. Our son Cole spoke on the radio, and this is supposed to be Antonia. If Cole was very serious to call upon you to support Antonia, he's the vice president. Why couldn't he come? Why couldn't he come? He told the president all the vehicles are you gave me from driver killer regime, if they are all old. I cannot take it to Cole. They can only be in Monrovia. So Brother said, okay, then take the airway. So Cole is doing what he's doing for Brother to know that Cole is working at the DP.
Okay.
Because they are not going, not talking, they're not trouble for Cole. Already Cole is facing political problems, they're not for Breaker, but the wrong Breaker right now. They're not Unity Party people. That's also Liberty Party. That's also the ANC. In fact, the ANC man from Mancomi is the Minister of State. Who decide who to be in the country right now? The Liberty Party, the ANC, and the CPP. They have put a barricade around the Breaker. But I only want one time. Because he can't make it, he will not make it. So what they try to do is to gather the water for Cole.
Okay.
Because the news in Nimba now is that Cole and Breaker have sold me our people.
Yes.
Cole is part of it, but he's part of it by order.
Okay.
He's part of it not by heart. But like a do-right, you know, order for your husband, you can put you on a do-right.
Yeah, sure.
If you say no, then you in trouble with the man. What is surprising to us in this republic right now, in the campaign finish, right? And we have a government.
Yes.
But the protest go to the president every blessed morning since the victory was won, January. She go to the president every evening, every day. She is first to see him before he gets to work. She is last to see him before you go to sleep.
What
So
for?
what we are seeing in the political arena is that she is de facto godmother.
Okay.
She is de facto, that's the truth. So there are many things that are happening to aggravate, to annoy our son. But you see, he has graduated from my university of harassment, insult, intimidation in the past. So he is facing right now, no amount of intimidation can move Jeremiah Cole. So what they're doing to him is that cold water, that ice water. Yeah, so I love the way he's working. I love his strength. And you will now hear him criticize anything.
Okay.
That's what happened. So when you hear him say yabo, that's it. But if he were us, he got no more control over the country. Let him do with the state, the national issue. Let them go apply and bring investors. Let them alleviate the suffering of our people by putting bread on the table. You know, one can bring bread. But you know more directly involved with human activities. They are on the national level now. We are on the county level. And we know what is good for us. Because you have signed the paper too. When they went working for America, invited by Breaker, when they left Breaker office, they want to go office. They say, we just met Breaker, we are the NGO, and we agree to help the government bring worker co. So what you say, he said, but my husband said, you want worker co, I'm going to tell you, no, I support it.
Definitely.
So the man who said he supported, can he, even for any reason, given reason, can he be listened to in Nimba that I'm a support you, you will support you? And now the candidate, because on their mind, they intend to complete me, to indict me. How you will do it is still to be seen. How you will do it, we defy them. The legal grounds are there. Anything illegal will resist.
Yes.
So nobody should listen to our uncle. I'm a baby. I'm a baby boy. I'm going to you. I trained him politics in 2011. He's our son. I submit to him. But don't involve in all of these things are happening. That Breaker is a group doing what they're doing.
Okay. So you are okay. Thank you so much, Honorable Prince Y. Johnson. We appreciate your call this evening on this radio, and we want to say thank you so much for calling.
God bless you. God bless you.
Okay.
Yeah, so once again, I want to say thank you to all of you for following and listening to SKTV. Somebody asked what happened to Top FM. Top FM is now scheduled to come on Sunday. Top FM, we are still in discussion, and hopefully, if everything come to fruition, they're going to be on here Monday through Saturday. No Sunday. They're not going to be here on Sunday, but yeah, they will be here Monday through Saturday. So I spoke with Lawrence, and Lawrence already got the link, but Lawrence still working on coming through. You know Liberia. You know Liberia. And the politics in Liberia is too much. I'm not suggesting that Lawrence too has something to do with Prince Johnson's being heir here. But just to tell you that I don't really worry about the politics people try to play back home. That's why I play it again. If Truth FM like, let it come back home. If they like, let it stay out. But whenever we have some things going on, whether it involves Prince Johnson or anybody else, we will definitely talk about it. If we need to play anything, we'll play it. We really don't care about how certain people feel. However, the revelations by Prince Johnson, I'm not sure how Joseph Boakai supporters going to actually respond to this. Is Prince Johnson part of the angry loser too, as they will call it? Because anybody who talk about Prince Johnson, talk about Joseph Nimba Boakai, anybody point to the flaws and the missteps of Joseph Nimba Boakai, they will say you are angry because you lose the election. But Prince Johnson is one of those people that actually contributed immensely to making Prince Johnson, to making Joseph Nimba Boakai president. Let's get Lawrence in here. Lawrence?
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm okay, Mr. Kane, and you?
Yeah, I'm all right.
So yeah, just that we are experiencing heavy downpour of rain today in this part of Bong County. Since 5 p.m. this evening up to present, it's still raining here.
Yeah. You told me that. So yes, actually, we are now on Truth FM, but we are on Radio Forma. So if you are in Liberia, and you can tune into Radio Forma 99.3 FM in Bon Mines, Bon County. I want to say thank you to all of you. And those of you, if you missed it, maybe you missed that part of the show today, we were playing the audio recording of Senator Prince Johnson, who talked about his disappointment, talk about how Joseph Nimba Boakai and his people are ungrateful. According to him, he said that Jeremiah Kun called Nimba County and asked them to vote for Nya Tuanye, that is the Unity Party candidate, while Prince Johnson is supporting Representative Samuel Koga. And Prince Johnson also said that whatever Boakai, Jeremiah Kum is doing, he is doing it under duress. He's not doing it because of he likes to do it or he wants to do it, but he's doing it because of he has to abide by the decision or by the dictates his boss, who is the President Joseph Nimba Boakai. And Prince Johnson also. So now is a challenge in Nimba County. This election will prove whether or not Prince Johnson is still able and capable, or Prince Johnson is still in control of the country. This election will prove that whether Joseph Nimba Boakai is still important, despite he was voted by the people of Nimba County, whether he's still, important and value in that place. Whether or not, this election will also prove that Jeremiah Kun can be anything or can do anything with or Prince Johnson. Now they have separate candidates. Prince Johnson is saying that Jeremiah Kun call in and made announcement in Nimba, asking the people of Nimba County to vote for the candidate he, Prince Johnson, is not supporting. But he's saying that you shouldn't mind my son. Whatever he's saying, it doesn't mean that you'll vote for the person I want. If you elect me, if you listen to me, you'll vote for the person I want you to vote for. Because I'm your leader. I'm the longest serving, senator in the history of this country. You guys, you people dress the devil, and you can't disgrace the devil. So now, after this election, Nimba politics will be more interesting. And Prince Johnson's story is not going to go away. Prince Johnson's story is not going to go away. And for those of you who feel that Prince Johnson owned the people of Nimba County, we will find out on Tuesday. If you think too that after Joseph Nimba Boakai vacate the political space, that Jeremiah Kun can be president, we will know this Tuesday. If Joseph Nimba Boakai and Jeremiah Kun pull this off and get a win, well, it means that Prince Johnson days are numbered. That Prince Johnson is getting irrelevant in Nimba County. It will prove that Prince Johnson's power in Nimba has reduced, and the people are really giving up on him. And if Prince Johnson candidate wins, it will also prove that Joseph Nimba Boakai and in the Unity Party, they have no power, or any other political alliance or alignment. They are not getting anything in Nimba. That Prince Johnson remain the de facto leader, or the godfather, as they will call him, of Nimba County. For Prince Johnson to also have said that his wife of the speaker is Joseph Nimba Boakai's niece, that speaks of some deep connection. I think Lawrence is having some trouble with his internet because of that raining thing. Hopefully Lawrence will be back here. But Prince Johnson revelation that Speaker Fanate Kofa's wife is the niece of Joseph Nimba Boakai, also alleging that they gave 1,000 United States dollars to each lawmaker to sign that document. It says a lot. Could this also be a game that was played? Because during the election, a lot of they represent a lot of sedition accused for a takeover of supporting the Unity Party on the ground. Even they accuse him of, in fact, donating money to a lot of people who were running for opposition, including Unity Party's lawmakers and some independent lawmakers. So now, now this guy has been accused by Prince Johnson of some connection with Joseph Nimba County. And he said, Liberian politics, you don't trust anybody. We have said that time without number. We have told you here that don't trust anybody in Liberia when it comes to politics. Prince Johnson is telling you now, don't trust us. Liberian politics is dirty. It's the dirtiest game ever. And the people's minds are polluted. People's minds are polluted. The same way the politicians are dirty, that's how the voters are dirty as well. You here in the United States or in other part of the world, you will go and take your life saving to invest in Liberia. The person that you are investing the money through, that person's plan, most of the time, is to dupe you, to find a way to get what they can get for themselves. Their intention is not to help you, help them. They feel like you got more. If you send $10,000, they feel like you got $100,000 laying in the bank. So their objective would be how to get what they can get for themselves in the $10,000 that you sent. Not to improve it, not to give you any encouragement to invest more, but to see what they can steal from you. Even during election, they will ask you to do X, Y, and Z and promise you they will vote for your person. Do you know how many people have left America, other part of the world, to go to Liberia? And they are betrayed by their own people. They lie to them. That's how dirty most people are in that country. The country is polluted beyond repair. Nobody is honest. Nobody is fair. Everybody bank on corrupting each other. Imagine. Just yesterday, this was Prince Johnson was telling Nimba people, vote for this man. He's the best person. Vote for this man. He's a deacon. And the irony about this Prince Johnson's tape, for some reason, he cannot just get over Alexander Cummings and the ANC. You didn't vote for Cummings. You never supported Cummings. You supported Boakai. You said Boakai is the most intelligent person, the most experienced person, the most honest person, the most godly person. Now today, you calling Joseph Boakai ungrateful and say ungratefulness is an act of ungodliness. In the past, Prince Johnson called Joseph Nimba County as one of the 9 ungrateful lepers. Now today he's reiterating the same comment, calling Joseph County and people that their act of ungratefulness is an act of ungodliness. You know, Senator Nyomli Kanga Lawrence will not be surprised to get what she's getting from Prince Johnson. When we said just yesterday, when we said Joseph Boakai was not in control, some of you were getting angry. You said we are staying there, we stay living in a Kempi move, we never supported Joseph Nimba County. In fact, we are just against Boakai. We are against everything about Jose Nimba Boakai. But then Jose Nimba Boakai's chief supporter, who gave him the election, is saying that Jose Nimba Boakai is not in control. So what say you? Prince Johnson supported Jose Nimba Boakai more than any other person. Prince Johnson is the one that gave Nimba to Jose Nimba Boakai. Prince Johnson is the one that gave Jeremiah Kun to Jose Nimba Boakai. Prince Johnson is now telling you that Jose Nimba Boakai is not in control. That Nyomli Kanga Lawrence is in fact the de facto vice president, that she decides what Jose Boakai do. I saw somebody saying, but what's wrong with that? When Prince Johnson said Nyomli sees the president every morning. Nyomli is the last person to see the president every day. Somebody say, what's wrong with that? Everything wrong with that. If you don't know, that's not how government is supposed to be. People are not enemy. But either way, they are not boyfriend and girlfriend either. They can meet when necessary. They have cell phone, they can talk on the phone whenever they want. But for this Senate Pro-Tem to meet, as has been alleged by Prince Johnson, for the Senate Pro-Tem to meet with the president every single day and night, that is telling. Somebody said, what's wrong with that? Everything wrong with that. So, if you ever argue that Joseph Boakai was not in control, if you have argued against that, you better think again. So, Lawrence, let me invite you into this conversation. I don't know if you have something to say, but what do you make of these revelations? Whether it's about Nimba County, Senator Prince Johnson has a candidate on one hand, and on the other hand, Jeremiah Kun and Jose Nimba Boakai have another candidate. So, how do you think this whole thing is going to play out in Nimba County? Will this be a defining moment in Nimba?
Well, Mr. Kane, thank you very much. The issue in Nimba will tell us exactly who owns the land. See how the players can say when they go and play the football game, who owns this land. Jeremiah Kun and Senator Prince Johnson, the candidate from Prince Johnson or the candidate from Jeremiah Kun, actually the winner from that end will tell us exactly who owns Nimba County. Because during the election, 2023 general election in this country, there were a lot of press conferences people have from Nimba. I even remember one Zokia. Zokia had a press conference, OK FM, saying Prince Johnson is the one who owned Nimba County. And there were a lot of hard and pull. At the end of the day, Prince Johnson was able to deliver Nimba to the rescue team. So this time around, this by-election that is coming out in Nimba, I'm 100% convinced, Mr. Kane. I'm 100% convinced. The reason I'm saying this is because we listen to a lot of press conferences this going election for Nimba. People were even saying Prince Johnson does not own Nimba County. But at the end of the day, he was able to deliver Nimba to the people of the rescue team. So this election will tell us between the vice president, Jeremiah Kun, and Senator Prince Johnson, we will know exactly who owns Nimba. But I'm 100% sure, Mr. Kane, Prince Johnson Kennedy will carry the day. Trust me.
You think so?
I'm 100% confident, Mr. Kane.
Nyatonya got money, and Nyatonya got the government, the president support, and Nyatonya got the economical support. And but Prince Johnson is saying telling the people, don't vote for him. Vote for, vote for the person that I'm bringing to you, because the people that are supporting Nyatwanye, they are coming for me and you. So support my candidate. So you think Prince Johnson's candidate will carry the day?
Mr. Kane, Prince Johnson candidate will carry the day. But watch my word. If Prince Johnson can deliver,
what would that mean for Joseph Parker government in the future of the American? What would that prove?
It will prove to them that Prince Johnson is the godfather of Nimba. Because I'm speaking from the past. We listen to people on various stations. They say a lot of things about Senator Johnson. At the end of the day, Senator Johnson was able to deliver Nimba to the rescue team. So this time around, watch it, Mr. Kane. The by-election, we got a few days ago. USA, Lawrence said
we got one more day.
Yeah. So all of things that they're talking, I want you to leave it. It's Senator Johnson, they're going election, because even myself, I never knew that Senator Johnson could even deliver the Nimba County to the rescue team. Actually, because we listen to a lot of people, especially Zokia. When you appear on OKFN, there are a lot of things he said. At the end of the day, Prince Johnson was able to win Nimba County. So that one, let's just leave it, Mr. Kane. We'll come out and see platform.
Yeah, we'll be on Tuesday.
Yeah.
The election. But Prince Johnson made a statement that is concerning.
Okay.
He said, Jeremiah Kun told the people of Nimba County to vote for Nyatwanye. He said, if Jeremiah Kun was serious, he should have come to Nimba and can say it.
Not to be Marvel.
Why is he trying to say it in the nutshell?
He's trying to inform the people. If actually what Jeremiah Kun is telling them, if he was serious, he was going to enter the county to tell them exactly, say, yeah, vote for my candidate. But once he's in Monrovia talking there, then which means he's not serious. He's not serious, because anything that
the man is saying it under duress.
Mr. Kane, there's a saying I say, where your treasure is, there where your heart is. As long the vice president knows exactly he won Nimba County, he is supposed to be in the county to talk to the people, say, look, you vote for my candidate. But Tuesday, it will be a different story in Nimba. It will be a different story.
So what I'm going to do, my brother Abraham, maybe you want to ask something here, then we will go to you so you can open the line, and brother, let hear what our people got to say about this revelation.
Okay.
Abraham, quickly, but man, we're not opening the line here, but since you are one of those valuable people, and you want to, I don't, you want to take part in the conversation quickly.
Sometimes some of the topics of the discussion, they are very personal. You never no option to contribute, but thanks again for the show.
Yeah, go ahead.
Listen, Segu, the dynamics of the Nimba politics at this time, there are a lot of variables that need to be factored in. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying with certainty Prince Johnson Kennedy will win or Nyatwanye will win. But what I'm very much cognizant of, and I'm pretty sure you know that too. At the time, in the 2023 election, the Nimbayans, especially from the Prince Johnson angle of politics in Nimba, the manner in which they are dissolution right now, they were not like that. And yesterday they supported Prince Johnson. Now you have the Nimba factor. Can you imagine? Even I think the party chairman of Nimba a couple of weeks ago, he was very disillusioned. Okay? And he complained that in fact nobody listening to them and they are not benefiting anything from the rescue team. That's one. Two, the chair lady of Nimba County, she was even hospitalized. There was a guy in America here, Warren Amos Morris, that even helped to pay the hospital bill. She was promised to be the mayor of Sanicola. And I think Jeremiah Kun also got that position. So, yes. So, you see, the dynamics of what they want, that's the angle I'm coming from. Right now, the Nimayans feel that the way they've supported the rescue, the Waka thing. Because just imagine, for the record, I know they say I vote with temper with, but to provide 144,000 votes, that's the highest vote. Lima gave it to a candidate, the Ellen Johnson Sally and the George Weah.
Mm-hmm.
And the share of the pie that they have benefited is nothing. Lima got one cabinet position, ministerial position in the labor. Mind you, at the time that George Weah won Nimba County had...
No. I think you can say the MDR, but Nimba got more than one cabinet position because... This guy too, the former chairman for the Unity Party, what's his name? What's his name?
Wemope.
Yeah, Wemope got yeah. Exactly. You know, like MDR.
That's easy to the alliance that came and joined them.
Yeah.
You understand? So that didn't benefit now. So there's a lot of disenchantment. They're coupled with the fact that Prince Joseph, if he had the threat of being incarcerated literally, so I mean, it's just not in the favor of the Unity Party candidate at this time. But legislator, he got money, and maybe they can pull it out. But I'm just factoring all of these variables and the disenchantment right now in Nimba County that they are really not seeing a way through with a rescue team. So it's not favorable to them. I mean, I stand corrected, like I stated, but I'm just looking for now political microscopic eye in that direction, Sekou. But that's what I just wanted to add in there.
Thank you, my brother. The conversation is ongoing. You may call later on because when we hear from the people in Labrador now, maybe that will even add more juice to the conversation. But thank you, my brother.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, Lawrence, back to you.
Okay.
Labrador.
All right. Those of you listening this evening, you can call us on 0778 25 50 50, 0778 25 50 50, 0886 02 13 02, 0886 02 13 02. Those are the numbers you can call this evening, even though we are experiencing heavy downpour of rain. Today in Liberia, I've been told Monrovia as well is raining there heavily with a heavy thunder. So our phone lines are open. You can call on 0778 25 50 50, 0886 02 13 02. Those are the numbers you can call this evening and be part of the discussion right here. We have it on the SKTV show. So, Mr. Kane, we having while we're discussing, probably people will start to call in because the rain is not easy.
Yeah, definitely. We
will. We got a call on the line. Our first caller is on the phone line. Let me see who is on this. Okay, let me see who is on this line. Okay. Good evening. Where you come from? Okay, go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah, actually, we just about pre-Johnson issues. Pre-Johnson manager is a company of the say but now look at the whole condition for now. People is breaking up. Please accept somebody want to take over the power from him now. So that the fear of him. So please yesterday, in answer to this, I don't think that person that he pinpoints the power he has now is to stay consumed. So I mean it's not Nigeria that will look at everything is everything in there.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, you make your point already. 0778 25 50 50, 0886.
Oh man, we are sorry that. Yeah, so some of you that were asking for Monk communicated with us that he was not going to be here today. Hopefully he'll be back tomorrow. Monk, as you also know, Steve will probably be here. And we know Steve is kind of also going through some stuff, not anything bad, so I must add. But This conversation is very, very, very interesting. If Joseph Nimba County in the Unity Party, I've seen them campaigning in trenches and believing that they can pull this off. In fact, last week, President Joseph Nimba County is supposed to sign the what do you call it? The executive order, thereby canvassing the signing of the War and Economic Crimes Code document. So I was informed this morning. I spoke to one of the key players within the rescue team. And this person told me, Sekou, he didn't hear it hard to say. And the person said, I don't think the president will sign this thing here before the election in Nimba.
50-086-02-1302. Mr. Kind of sorry we was interrupted due to the
It's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Another caller is on the phone lines here. Good evening. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Where you come from?
I'm Mr. James Twanway from Nimba County.
Okay. Go ahead. Chief. Let's hear you.
Well, when it comes to Nimba politics, Prince Johnson is our godfather, and besides that, the thing, just imagine what we are now saying in Nimba, the talk here is, Prince Johnson is the one that brought Jeremiah Queen. We are not talking about Walker, but we are talking about where he took Jeremiah Queen from, and in Nimba, even our brother with the SK2, that we have a tradition. We always respect our older. So the small boy, whether the woman wrong, the small boy will always say the woman right. So for this coming election, definitely Jeremiah Queen will lose it.
Thank you.
No, hold on. Before you go, let me call your name again.
Please call your name again. Please call your name. Please call your name. He go off the line.
Yeah, because I wanted to know, because that name sounds familiar, and I wanted to know exactly where he was calling from.
He said he called from Nimba.
So that person is calling from Nimba, but I wanted to know his name again. Because I know somebody just texted me that they were listening to us from Kanta, and another person told me they were listening to us in Sector PA.
Okay. 077
live from the Facebook feed or whatever they do, whatever method they are watching, but at least they are listening in Nimba County.
Yeah. 077-825-5050, 086-02-1302. Those are the numbers you can call this event and be part of the SKTV show. We're coming to you live this Sunday evening. It's a wet Sunday. The time is 7:36 p.m. here in Liberia. So, Mr. Carter, as I was saying, the politics now this day is very bad. Few days ago, just day before yesterday, people was apologizing to former president. I remember last year, of course, people were telling President Bwaka, our pastor will make mistake. So you see that right issue? Now watch again and see.
The people are very unstable minded. People are very unstable, and they got no clue about their next move tomorrow. The situation dictates their action, and they don't even know what they want. If somebody gave them money, they follow you. Somebody promised them, they follow you. That money finish tomorrow, they go against you.
They go.
If you promise that you don't follow, you don't go by that, they go against you. Let me tell you some of the hypocrisy in the Liberian politics. Somebody will say, this person needs to do more. That person needs to do more. That person needs to do this. That person needs to do that. But yet, right after 2017 election, the person who traveled to all the countries to tell the people thank you, even though he did not win the election, was Alex Cummings. George Weah did not travel, go anywhere through all his presidency till the last year of the presidency because the election was coming. Joseph Boakai did nothing and didn't go anywhere. But the argument is, oh, people don't know. Their person need to continue to talk to our people. Someone who did everything got nothing. Someone who did nothing got everything. What kind of country is that? What kind of country is that? In fact, when it comes to campaigning, when it comes to talking about policy or policy prescription, when it comes to who actually do or did more appearances on radio, on social media platforms, Cummings did more than any other candidate in the country, giving his message, telling the people what he has in store for them, telling the people what he can do for Liberia. Unlike Joseph Boakai, who did nothing, said nothing, who was actually represented by his handlers, Joseph Boakai got more vote. George Weah, who was the president, who was accused of all the bad things in the world, got more vote than Cummings. Something is going on in Liberia. And this election in Nimba County will unveil a lot of things. We told you here that the election in 2023 was fraudulent. And we also told you here that most of the fraudulent part happened in Nimba County. And this was confirmed to me by one of the two representatives from the rescue team, confirming to me, because they are angry about what's happening to Prince Johnson. They said, Sekou, the election here was fraudulent. In fact, the number that they gave to people, Boakai, the number they gave to Yaman Gonglo, the number they gave to Apiton, and the number they gave to Cummings, it was all made up. Everything that they did was pre-planned. When you hear about people running away with some of the ballot boxes, everything that they did, they were all planned. In fact, there was some area where Prince Johnson believed that they were not having good number there. People were intimidated. People were driven out from voting. And some of the ballot boxes were taken away. So, if the rescue team cannot win fairly and squarely, if there will be any attempt to cheat because they are the government, if there's any attempt to repeat what happened in 2023, all the secret will come outside. Because Prince Johnson now believes that this is coming for his hair. So he rather put everything out there to protect himself than to keep the secret and be gone. So it will be of no significance if you're going to keep the secret and be the victim. And not only Prince Johnson is aware of this, and the fear of Joseph Nimba Boakai, all that he was doing to Prince Johnson, calling him, telling him nothing will happen to you, you can rest assured, everything will be fine, and this and that. Everything was done because of the fear of what happened in Nimba. They don't want Lebanon people to know. Because of if all of those things come up, that will do a few things. It will somehow, they're not going to take Joseph Nimba from the presidency, but it will somehow delegitimize Joseph Nimba election in the minds of the people. Also, he didn't win the right way. It will also put Nimba under the microscope in the future. And not only that, it will create big division in Nimba. As I speak to you now, one of the representatives from the rescue team told me that Sekou Nimba is about to be delivered. I said, what do you mean? So, oh, you don't know how many people want to see Prince Johnson gone within the rank and file of the rescue team. Prince Johnson helped them, but they feel that Prince Johnson is pain in their butt. So anything they can do to get rid of him, they will do it. And I say, you think they're going to cheat for Prince Johnson to have another senator there that he can't control? They say they will do anything. And including cheating Prince Johnson own candidate. They say, yeah, but the fear is if that happens, Prince Johnson will leak the secret of 2023. I can tell you, as it is right now, Nimba County is heavily divided. And Nimba people listen to Prince Johnson. Now, the question is, if Jeremiah Kun is from Nimba, if Jeremiah Kun is one of their sons, if Jeremiah Kun is campaigning for Nyatwanye, why is it that Jeremiah Kun was afraid, was scared to go to his own country as the sitting vice president to go campaign for Nyatwanye? Why? So almost not only that the country is divided, not only that the election was marked with huge fraudulent activities, but this election in Nimba County will give us a different look as to how politics play in Liberia. And if Prince Johnson's candidate loses, I can assure you, Prince Johnson will definitely come down. He will go down because that's the mission. You know, me as someone from Nimba County, I don't like the fact that Prince Johnson being considered as the godfather of Nimba County. I don't like the way he can play his politics. I don't like the way Prince Johnson, treat our people. And some of the, mindset that he put out there about our people. But for God's sake, Prince Johnson gave Nimba to Joseph Nimba. War crime or no war crime, it's too soon for Prince Johnson and Joseph Nimba to be campaigning separate way. What a world, man. What kind of country, what kind of human being are we, Liberians? Like or hate Prince Johnson. But Prince Johnson is one of the reasons why Joseph Nimba is president today. So Joseph Nimba should have shown some leadership by making sure that he and Prince Johnson then people will not see them campaigning in different, in different camp. But the lines are open here, and we told you guys the last time in the meeting, we are having some arrangement. The reason why we are having trouble with Lawrence today, there's a heavy rain coming in the Bowman area. When it's like that, the lightning can really disturb them. The network can be bad. And I can tell you for sure the reason why we are not on Truth FM, because we are discussing Prince Johnson. This should not be a surprise to you. This has been the MO of Truth FM. But we're not deterred by that. Even if we come on tomorrow and we are on the radio, we will still discuss Prince Johnson before, during, and after the election. We really don't care. We really care less. Come on, man. I'm not going to buy into that. I'm not going to buy into that. Let me just respond to this, man. Let me do this. Let's listen to Abraham. Abraham.
Yeah, Sego?
Yes.
How you going, my brother?
Man, we yo.
Listen, man, this politics is more national than local, in the sense that it has a lot of national implications. Another thing that I don't know, Azteca, you are from Nimba. Are you factoring in the tribal dimension of this politics too?
Yes.
Because I think Nyatoya is from the Monarch ethnic group, right?
Not sure. I think Nyatoya is a Q, man. I'm not sure. I got to find out about him. Yeah, I think Nyatonya from the Mano, but I think Koga is from the Gio tribe.
Right. So that's the reason I get that, because
Yeah.
and indeed it is established that Nya is from the Mano ethnic group. Is that a positive sign for him too?
Yeah.
This is an uphill battle. That fight in Nimba, it has a national, and then it becomes a proxy war right now. It's a proxy combat.
Yeah.
That it has a lot of implications. So I just wanted to, I was trying to understand, because I want us to factor the proper dimensions in it too.
Yeah. So before you even go, yeah, it has been confirmed that Nya is from the Mano tribe. And the history of Nimba County has been, we have about 4 tribes in Nimba, or more, or let's say 4 major tribes. And Gio being the dominant tribe, next to Mano and Madingo, and then Crime people, some part of our Nimba County. Yeah, all the way to Tabeta area, they're going towards Nimba County, or Grand Jubilee County. So, but the politics has been, when it comes to elections, Prince Johnson control the vast majority of the people in Nimba County.
That's the point.
And not only that, he controls them, but there are some history. There's some major history or historical dimension to the whole process.
Yes, in terms of the
tribal issue, especially when it came to that was one of the reasons why Tiawan Gonglo is performing testimony in Nimba. And that was the reason I'm coming there. That was the reason why Edith Gonglo is now a senator today.
Exactly. That's my point.
That was the reason why Edith Gonglo is now a senator today.
Yes.
In fact, Prince Johnson will always present the issue to the Nimba people that they are coming after one of your own.
Yes.
And your protector.
And especially at this time, when it's so close like this.
Yeah.
It's so close when you got a resolution now, and people talking about President signing executive order to authorize the court. They coupled with the fact that, like I said, even the job distribution, and if Nimba feel that Nimba don't have a lot of say, and Nimba is in fact trying to get a vice presidency, they feel that even Cole got no say over there. So, I mean, it's just
but Abraham, what? How will we? I mean, how are you going to look at this thing? Should Prince Johnson pull this off and give a win to Representative Samuel Koga?
Yes.
Against Joseph Nimba Puakai and the vice president?
Yes.
I mean, how do you picture this after the election? If Prince Johnson wins this battle against the president, how are you going to picture this?
Question, simple. One thing I will tell you clearly: if the United Party candidate should lose this election, it will give the people, it give the Prince Johnson group more ammunition and more say that indeed the issue of a Prince Johnson being removed from the political stage of Nimba County is way out of lines, and it will not work. But listen, we are saying, you and I were saying that we're not supporting Prince Johnson here. We're not saying that in support of him.
No.
But we are just saying that the political dynamics of Nimba County over the years. And again, I think I said that to you, Sekou. I said, CDC benefited from Prince Johnson NDR group or so forth. But there was no major disenchantment with the CDC government in Nimba County until February of last year or March, when Prince Johnson decided that, oh, you had to go on their way. But now you have a cleansing disenchantment in Nimba County. At this point in time, that indeed is now an easy thing for Bwaka and the Unity Party to win it. So the couple with the fact that they see that this man is on the verge of being removed and literally incarcerated somewhere.
Yeah.
So those are the variables for me I'm looking at, quite honestly. Trust me, I don't want Prince Johnson to be the one making our political decision in Liberia, so to speak. But again, I told you earlier on, go back and look at the vote count. 144,000 votes. Ellen Johnson did not benefit that. John Field did not benefit that. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
In less than 3 months, for you to have this kind of bitterness, and then come Tuesday, they lose such an election. Even Cool standing in the market, Cool will be walking like an empty guy that is, of his own. Because you're not going to get a say in the county like that. People still going to be looking at him odd. Yeah. So that's all I see. I don't know what you think on it.
Yeah. So, but then, could this also be the way Prince Johnson is speaking? Prince Johnson is very, very methodical. Prince Johnson is very, very strategic when it comes to politics in Liberia, and he knows his people. So, to hear Prince Johnson saying, "Kun is my son," you should not listen to him. You should not mind him. Whatever he's saying it under duress. So don't worry about him. Could this be some politics being played here, that Jeremiah Kun is saying this just to be in line with his president, but deep down he's supporting Prince Johnson and his decision? Could this be something? Could this be like something like Kun will say one thing in public and then on the down low, he's on the same page with Prince Johnson? You think that is possible?
It's possible, Seko. And here's the reason. Just give your ears. If you look at even Kun ascended to the senatorial seat, he narrowly defeated Iwegongo. Narrowly.
Yeah.
To the point that he even had to go to court.
Yeah. I think it was about 3,000 votes or something.
Yes, narrowly. And not only that, Seko, Jeremiah Kun supported Joseph Bwaka in 2017. And despite the fact he supported Bwaka, he did not yield anything in Nimba County. So to tell you that he has a political gravitas in Nimba than Prince Johnson, you must be living in a fantasy land for anybody to think that way. So I mean, the guy is telling you that I made this guy, I made this young guy here 2 years today. And I mean, these are all over the place. He's not making a story on Seko.
Yeah.
He's just not making it because Prince Johnson, because kind of being if he had the support of NDR, he gave Jeremiah Kun the senatorial seat over there, he would never have been senator over there.
True.
He never going to beat me.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay? And he supported Bwaka too. He did not use anything for Bwaka in Nimba County. Because Prince Johnson was on the other side supporting CDC. So I don't see his political gravitas in Nimba like that in terms of I'm talking about Jeremiah Kun now, especially against Prince Johnson. And mind you, I think when Lawrence picked up that call for Nimba, you heard what the guy said, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a fact. And his story that to support everything that people are seeing. It's not like this is something that just happened in a vacuum. The history is there. The history is there in Nimba County. This is how the party is just defined. So I mean, I don't know. We are yet to wait and see what Tuesday brings. But
yeah,
it's an obvious battle for the incumbent government.
Yeah, thank you so much. But I'm loving the competition. I'm loving the challenge. And especially this early, I'm loving it. It's a good movie to watch. So let's see how it's gonna play out. But thank you so much, Brian.
No problem, sir. Thank you, man.
My people, this thing is getting serious. You can keep your calls coming in. We'll take your calls. We will have correspondent in Nimba on Tuesday to go around, to talk to voters, to visit some precincts and centers, on the election day. We will also invite some of the players in Nimba County to give us their thoughts and expectation as to what could possibly happen. I'm sorry, but sometimes the Ramadan feeling, I can forget that I'm not fasting anymore, so I can even forget to drink water. They will come to myself and say, "Oh no, Ramadan is already over. I'm not fasting anymore." Because after the regular fast, the 30-day I fasted for another 6 days. So it's been not even 5 days ago when I started eating regular. So I can forget I'm fasting. I'm not fasting anymore. So let me enjoy my water. I'm sorry. So, Joseph Nwabuakai delaying the signing of the executive order for the War in Economic Crime Code. It's been political. It's a political strategy that he's playing, thinking that it might affect his standing in the election. But if the Unity Party can go against Prince Johnson, let's forget about the War Crime Code. Let's just focus on the vote in Nimba. If the Unity Party in Prince Johnson can go pathway, he can go pathway in this election this early. What does that tell you? I can tell you most of the people on the rescue team will be divided very soon. Prince Johnson's statement that Yombli Kanga Lawrence is the de facto vice president. Yombli should not take that lightly. Yombli should pay attention. If Yombli is saying or consider Prince Johnson and Jeremiah Kun and the people of the MDR as someone who is overlapping her function, or someone who has somehow assuming the position of Jeremiah Kun, this is not going to go well. Normally, should watch her back. Prince Johnson, before he can come out and say something in public, you don't know what they're discussing in the back. Prince Johnson to even make Nyomli a subject in this interview. Nyomli should be very, very mindful. Nyomli should be very, very mindful and pay attention to what she's doing. That when politics is dirty. You know, people talk. Prince Johnson then had a discussion that Yombly, Geelong, and some other guys from the Unity Party, that they were planning to isolate Jeremiah Kun before 2029, believing that Jeremiah Kun could possibly be the next president after Joseph Nimba Boakai, or should Joseph Nimba Boakai decide to resign, or whatever happened to Nimba Boakai does not earn his term, that Jeremiah Kun will be the president of the country. Prince Johnson had a discussion. That's why he came out to say this thing. So he's trying to push Kun away. And when he said Yombly is a de facto vice president, it's not a vice presidency, literally. But what he's trying to say, should something happen to Joseph Nimba Boakai, or Boakai start to resign, there is a conspiracy that they will do everything to isolate Kun, or do anything to make sure Kun does not assume the presidency. Prince Johnson and people that they had a conversation. Imagine Prince Johnson paying so much attention to Yombly move, talking about how she sees the president since January every day. She's the first person to sit with the president. She's the last person to meet with the president in person. What do you think that actually generated that interest of Prince Johnson on Yombly in her move? You should pay attention to that. You should pay attention to that. You should be very careful about that. And Darius Dillon should pay attention. Should pay attention. Be very, very careful. Be mindful. You know, in the conversation with Prince Johnson and his people, there are certain people that they said were the one trying to undermine the presidency of Nimba County. Jeremiah Kun running with Joseph Nimba Boakai, he ran as vice president, but the long-term goal was the presidency. The reason why Prince Johnson was able to convince a lot of people in Nimba County, he told them that this was their pathway to the presidency. That this was the only and the perfect opportunity for Nimba to get the presidency with no hustle, with no problem, easily. And now they are privileged with conversation. They are privileged to a conversation that normally Dillon and some other people are thinking about 2029. And they are saying that if these people are aware that Vice President Jeremiah Kun, by virtue of his position, should be the next person in line And these people are coming up with this plan that 2029 Yombli should be president. So they factor in a lot of things. The possibility. If you see Prince Johnson mentioning ANC, it's because of Sylvester Crispy. You all know there's no ANC person appointed in Joe Obama government. Prince Johnson is saying that because he believes that Sylvester Crispy supported Cummins or was supporting Cummins at some point. He mentioned Liberty Party. He's mentioning Liberty Party because of the leverage of Nyambli to place her people, whether from the family connection or the party connection, in strategic area in government. And Nyambli direct control, leverage over Joseph Nimba. When Prince Johnson say the country now with, ANC, Liberty, he did not even mention the Unity Party. He said Liberty Party and the ANC. Prince Johnson is now looking at today. He's not looking at just the election in Nimba County, just the by-election. No. He's looking beyond because their motive, their objective of going into this to support Joseph Nimba, it was not because of the vice presidency only. Their eyes were on the bigger picture or bigger prize, which is the presidency. So to see that Jeremiah Kun is nowhere from near the presidency, Jeremiah Kun is nowhere from close to the decision making. Now others who did never expect it are the one controlling the narrative, are the one controlling Joseph Nimba, are the one making decision. Prince Johnson never thought that this was going to happen. And this is not happening because Joseph Nimba really has a spine or control or has the ball to withstand Prince Johnson's pressure. No. This is happening because other political players, they have outmaneuvered Prince Johnson and the MDR. So what Prince Johnson thought or believed that they could have done under Joseph Boakai government, he's not seeing that. That is not happening. So instead, MDR and Prince Johnson controlling Joseph Nimba as he thought will have happened. The Nyambli, the DeLong, and other members of the rescue team are now trying to isolate or even get rid of Prince Johnson from the picture. And they know very well if Prince Johnson is out of the picture, Jeremiah Kun will be a non-entity. Jeremiah Kun has no power. Jeremiah Kun has no control. Now they have managed, and successfully so, to create some problem, some divide between the Jeremiah Kun and Prince Johnson. After this election, Prince Johnson and Jeremiah Kun, they will not have good relationship anymore. Because the result of this election we either prove that Prince Johnson is losing his bearing, that Prince Johnson is losing control, Prince Johnson is losing his grip on Nimba. Or the result could also prove that Joseph Boakai, Nimba voted for you, but they never voted for you. They voted for Prince Johnson. They voted for you because Prince Johnson, the one that told them that you are the one. Now he's telling them you're nobody. So they're going to go the way of Prince Johnson. So this election result will communicate two clear and distinct message. Either we are with you, Joseph Boakai, all the way through, or Joseph Boakai, to hell with you. We only voted for you because of Prince Johnson. Or Jeremiah Kung, you are a non-entity. Prince Johnson, is the one that molded you. Prince Johnson is the one that put your hands up. Prince Johnson is the one that made you senator. Prince Johnson is the one that made you vice president. If you're going to take a different route from Prince Johnson, we don't care about you. We don't care about what you do. We don't care about your support. And mind you, God forbid, this election could also spark deep animosity and possible violence in Nimba County, either from the tribal side or from the political side. And also, the fight for control of Nimba is on the line. Some of the politicians in Nimba, they don't want to say it because they are afraid of Prince Johnson. They don't know how this election result will look like. They don't know that. But what they know and what they want, some of the players, I'm talking about the politicians like in Nimba County, some of them feel like Prince Johnson is like a yoke on the neck of all Nimba politicians. You have to abide by his rule. You have to follow his lead, or you'll be kicked out. Look at the history. Everybody that went against Prince Johnson have gone down. Everybody. Either you die or you become politically irrelevant. Look at Lauren Yankwe. Look at Zogwe. Look at all these people. Look at the former superintendent, Edith Gonklo. Look at what happened to Teon Gonklo. So Nimba literally is owned by Prince Johnson. He control and manage everything in Nimba County. So as a result, many of the political players or actors in Nimba, they don't feel liberated. They don't feel like they are leader. Their own leadership is through Prince Johnson. You have to accept or case behind Prince Johnson in order to be a leader in Nimba or to be relevant. So most of them seeing this thing as an opportunity to get Prince Johnson off of their back so that Nimba can be a free land where people can make decisions at will. But now, with Prince Johnson in the picture, that is not possible. That is not possible. So Nimba people feel that getting rid of Prince Johnson, whether creating another leader in Nimba, in Nyatwanye, could help, or getting rid of Prince Johnson by arresting and locking him up through the justice system could also be a good deal for them. But they just want to get rid of Prince Johnson by all means. Most of the politicians, but they don't say it. They are afraid. They are afraid to say it. They are scared because they know if they do, if they show that publicly, they'll be doing that at their own detriment. So what they're doing, playing politics. When you see most of the politicians in Liberia, in Nimba County, they are even afraid to identify with one person in this election is simply because they don't want the wrath of Prince Johnson. But I can tell you, 2 days ago, Prince Johnson is aware of what is going on. 2 days ago, they had a conversation again. Every time we come here, we tell you what Prince Johnson had discussed. You always say, Allah. But a few days later or a few weeks later, Prince Johnson will come and confirm our information. And I'm going to tell you this again. Write it down or keep this recording. A few days ago, there was an election. There was a meeting, a conversation, wherein Prince Johnson told the people, all of the lawmakers that are playing politics with him, all of the lawmakers that he even stated that lawmakers that some of whom that had initially spoke against the war and economic crimes court and went behind, starting later on, he listed them. He listed many lawmakers as the enemy of Nimba County. He said they are going after him. And the reason why they're going after him is because of his role in defending the people of Nimba County. He told them, say, these people are to support them, to vote for them, but they're against us. He didn't say they're against me. Whatever Prince Johnson is saying, this interview that Prince Johnson had, the audio that we just played to you was an opportunity for Prince Johnson to come and inform the Liberian people and the people of Nimba County as to what they discussed and the result of that meeting. Nimba going to be politically charged during this election and beyond. And the division in Nimba County, whether it's politics, we're on the political line or trouble line, we go deeper. Prince Johnson already had a meeting and he listed a group of lawmakers that he considered as enemy of Nimba. Some of them, if Prince Johnson remain relevant, they will not be re-elected. He can go against Prince Johnson and survive in Nimba. So their best bet will be, one, Prince Johnson, Kennedy will lose on Tuesday. Two, the War and Economic Crimes Court is successfully established, and Prince Johnson is arrested and prosecuted and placed beyond bar, wherein they will have the opportunity. Do you know that people who are against Prince Johnson behind the scene, but in public they will act like they still support him, they still respect him? Do you know They have already started the conversation as to who to replace Spring Johnson in the Senate. They're already having that discussion. There are people even in fact supporting Nyatwanye with the agreement that if Nyatwanye wins the election and Prince Johnson is taken to the War Economic Crimes Court and removed from the Senate, Nyatwanye will support them too. And Prince Johnson is aware of all those information as well. Those were things that were discussed. That somebody among them taking information from there and giving it to Prince Johnson. When they finish with the meeting, they finish with their conversation, who they want to replace Prince Johnson, that will be the second senator to Nyatu ensure he win the election. They already have some lawmakers throwing their heart in the process. And the fight to be the face of Nimba is real. It's real. Because everybody has tried, have failed. So the only opportunity now is to make sure that Prince Johnson is out of the picture. But again, the politics is so sweet. And I'm enjoying it. Because whatever happened, I want the best for Liberia. And I want to see Liberia benefit from whatever decision that will be made on Tuesday. But one thing I can assure you, Nimba will be divided heavily, not only on political line, but on tribal line. And every single opportunity Prince Johnson will get, he will utilize it. Remember last time we told you here that there was a meeting in Nimba County among Prince Johnson and his people, especially the party. Thereby they agree unanimously that Jeremiah couldn't betray them. They were even planning to ostracize him, to remove him from their party. Everything Prince Johnson is saying right now to Jeremiah Kun, oh, Jeremiah Kun is my son. I train him to, he's not going to succumb to any intimidation, harassment, or pressure, blah, blah, blah. All that one are fake. Prince Johnson has a plan for Jeremiah Kun. He feels that Jeremiah Kun betray him. He feels that Jeremiah Kun siding with the rescue team against him. And Jeremiah Kun is not alone. They have people listed that they consider them as the people who betray them. And he is saying, these are the people that actually betray the people of Nimba County, and they should face the wrath of the people of Nimba County after this election. But they're not saying it because they don't know how the election will go. So this election is one of the most important elections in the history of Nimba County. I'm on the show, okay? So, we've been here for maybe like 2 hours and 15 minutes. So like I was saying, we will have people in Nimba, and we're going to need some help from some of you if you can afford. We want to send our correspondents and reporters in most places in Nimba County to cover that particular election. We may not be able to send people to the Southeast to cover the by-election for the representative position there, because Nimba is almost like a national election, because it will determine the future of Joseph Nimba government, especially their standing in Nimba County. So if you can help us with whatever we can get to help us transport and buy some data for our people there in Nimba County. Whether you can do it today, you can do it tomorrow, but you have to leave tomorrow because the election is Tuesday and tomorrow is Monday. So we're going to need our help from any of you, whatever you can do, whatever you can afford. We didn't actually get enough on this Friday. I think a few people donated, but that may not be enough for us. But if you really want us to, let me see. Okay. Yeah, so I was just reading some message. But again, tomorrow, yeah, so yeah, I think somebody just sent us $20 for the help to Nimba. Yeah, I mean $20 is good. Anybody, any amount, man, whatever amount you can donate, it will be good. Small. They say drip can fill a bucket, right? Maybe we can stay here for another maybe 5 minutes, see how many people will actually help us with that, so we can be able to transport some of our guys from to go to Nimba and follow cover the election, because we're going to be here, because the way people are behaving. You remember during the last day of the election, the very day of the election, we were taking off the radio that time again, because people didn't want us to say things or give clear picture of what's going on in the country. We did our best. We don't have to be on the radio. We can be through how people can be there in person. We can call them, and they can give report live, and they will go there to video tape and video recordings in real time, whether live or through system. We will make sure we do something. So we got a first person that donated $20. We want you guys to help in this effort to see if we can get a few more people to donate to us. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow again, but we really need to cover this election. I'm trying to check the Zelle, but I'm not even saying it. Only saying the cash app that somebody sent. So we're trying to check the phone if we have anything or anybody that came through Zelle. Okay, no, not yet. Yeah, so somebody saying, how much do you, and I think that we need to cover that election in Nimba County. In terms of transportation, data, and food, maybe at least 200, 250 can do that, because we can't just have one person. Or at least anywhere 200 to 250 can help us to do that. So if we can get it today, fine. If we can get it, we can get it tomorrow at least. We do the show in Liberia in the evening, so it can be late. Whoever going to travel, would like them to move in at least by tomorrow, May Day, so they can, put themselves together and get ready to cover the election. Yeah, so the person who asked, anywhere between 200 to 250, I think that would do it for, I believe, in terms of transportation, data, and food. Yeah. So yes, around 200, 250 will be fine, which we already, out of that, we already get about, we'll get $20. So if we are targeting 250, then we still have about 230 to go. And let me check the other cash. Yep, that's it. It's just $20. So yes, if you can help us reach that by tomorrow, that would be great. But if we could get it before the show tomorrow, that'd be nice. Because what will happen by tomorrow, we'll have our people in there, showing some of the prelude of the election, what to expect. And we'll have people in there to ask people to talk to them, who they will support, who they will vote for. So to give you a sample, a clear picture of what to expect. Yeah. So we will do that. But again, the election is going to be very, very intense. It's going to be serious. And it will also determine the will of politics in Liberia. Imagine President Bouakai now. President Bouakai is hesitating to sign the War Economic Crimes Code because he doesn't know how the Nimba people are going to vote. Can you imagine? That means the politics in Nimba is the one that's going to shift or direct our politics. So it's important that we follow and know exactly how the whole thing is going to play out. It's very, very important. So whatever we can do to cover the process will be good. And I can tell you, it's way bigger than you can imagine. That's so far I know. But yes, again, we have been here now for 2 hours and 22 minutes. I say we're going to be here for another 5 or 10 minutes. Now we've been here for extra 7 minutes, and I will call it a day. Okay. Well, we said we will 250. Now we got 150 because somebody just sent $130 on the Cash App. And another person see something coming on Zelle. Let me look at that. I want to say thank you to you people. I saw something coming to Zelle, but the Zelle is not updating. Let me close it and bring it back. But yeah, somebody sent us $130. So plus the $20, we already get $150. So that means we get $100 to go. And let me check this person. I saw a Zelle coming, but I'm not sure how much was it. And we said, okay, the person sent $50. Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate you guys. So just 2 people sent $180. One person sent $50 to Zelle, another person sent $130 to Cash App, and then $20. So that means we get $200 already. So $50 to go. Wow. I can't believe this is happening. I really, really, really appreciate this. So we can make this thing happen. And I don't know if you guys hear me calling your name, but I want to say thank you to you guys. Really, really appreciate it. So we got $50 to go since we are targeting 250. $50 to go. Let's get some good Samaritans. People Let's get 2 more people to, okay, another person sent $20. So we'll get $30 to go. Somebody also just sent $20 to the cell. And you put, I can send the money, you know, when it comes through, I will just say, hey, right away, no matter. Even if you don't want me to call your name, I will call the donation so that our people can know that people are coming through. They are really supporting the efforts. And yeah, so we got $30 to go. $30 more to hit our target of 250 to cover that program tomorrow. Hopefully you will come through. Yeah, so yeah, we have our $20 and $50 on Zelle, and then we have 150 and 150. So that means we got $220. I mean, yeah, $220. So we got $30 more to go. You guys want us to leave that for tomorrow, or you guys, we have some people here that will come through for us for that. Hold on 1 second. Let me see here. I'm not sure. Hopefully my eyes is not deceiving me. Let me see what's going on here. Okay. All right, then we get it. Somebody send the 250 for the coverage. I mean, do $100. I mean, $50 again to catch up and say I shouldn't call their name. So we get the money. Wow. And all I said, no name. You got me stuck. But yeah, I want to say thank you guys. We got the money. We got the $250 already. Okay. Now we even got a surplus. We got one more person that sent the $30. So what we're saying, we need the $30. Somebody sent the $50. Another person also sent $30. So 31. The person actually sent $31 to the cash app. Thank you. SKTV people are very reliable. I'm not sure, but to be honest, when I want to think of you people commitment to supporting us, we can get paid for you guys. What we are doing, the sacrifice we are doing is our time, but you are spending money to support us. That means a lot to us. Honestly speaking, money had to get in this country, and to ask people to support, and they will come through right away with no hesitation. And if you look at our supporters, the number of followers we have versus the people who always coming through to support, not even 1% of our followers. Yeah. So, like I told you guys, yeah, the people, we were asking for 1 more person, but then 2 more people came through. And we really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. I wanted to get that 250 and we already get it. We even get about 281 actually. Because we're looking for actual $50 to $30. And somebody sent $1, another person sent $50. So plus the one we received earlier. We want to say thank you. Hopefully our guys will do their best to cover the election in Nimba County. We'll be here. And we are working on some information there as we speak. Like I told you guys, Brent Johnson and people, then they can be watching the show. There are other politicians who didn't Nimba County, they can be watching. But again, we want to say thank you. I want to leave now, but I think somebody's calling. They want to say something. Hello?
Yes, I. This is the FPE.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
What is your name? Where are you calling from?
So I'm calling from Pennsylvania, South Philadelphia to be precise.
Okay. What's your name?
I've been watching your show. Let me introduce myself. My name is Daniel Ginyu.
Okay.
I'm the National Secretary General for the People's Liberation Party.
Okay.
One of the constituent political party that joined the Coalition for Democratic Change in the 2023 elections.
Okay.
And I'm following the conversation as it relates to there will be collaboration with the CDC and the ANC. You know, to just provide some information, I don't know what will be a good idea, and much as we see collaboration, for future elections in Liberia. I think one of the challenges of the CDC is the issues of trust. Can the ANC trust the CDC into a collaboration? The 2023 elections, the CDC went into an election with over 9 political parties. But before then, you had 3 political parties: the CDC, the MPP, and the LPPL, original collaborators in the 2017 election. And they were missionaries. People were treated, in a way that they were not part of the collaboration. We joined them, not knowing what they went through. And what we got from the 2023 elections was horrible. So if the ANC want to collaborate with the CDC, I have a lot of questions to ask. Who will you hear the collaboration? Because CDC would not want to give room to the ANC to have such a collaboration. Joe, I was in a meeting with President Weah. The former president said that he's not contesting again. Now, his people are putting pressure on him for him to contest. How real is it? So I think the ANC will have to take their own time, have meetings with other political parties and see what is there. I mean, I left from Pennsylvania here and in Liberia for 6 years. 6 years. And the reason why some of us did not support the Unity Party alliance was that we feel that, hey, I will continue to move in a different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get, someone who it is claimed that you have 40 years experience, but nothing tangible in a sense. So it was like, hey, there was a time for the young people. But it's a disappointment, my brother. So, whoever listens to it, total disappointment on how the CDC guys they handle the country. That's why the PRP and political parties currently, as we speak, the resolution has been drafted to withdraw from the coalition. We want to maintain that independence, and as we move on to our 2029, and maybe we can collaborate, with organization that will have respect for people.
So, it seems like you are watching the show from yesterday. Yeah, so we are live right now.
Okay.
We've been discussing something totally different. We've been discussing.
Yesterday.
Yeah, so yesterday show you're watching, but because it's the same number, so when your call came through, I just answered the call, and I thought, you were trying to contribute to the conversation too, but I didn't want to cut you off. I wanted to hear exactly what you were trying to say. But again, the people are watching, and a lot of people get your message, and hopefully we'll come back tomorrow. Maybe we're discussing something different.
Okay, sure.
So in fact, we somebody is telling me that to inform you as to what we're doing. We were actually, collecting money to get the coverage tomorrow. I mean, on Tuesday for the election, in Nimba County. And mostly in Nimba County, we're not going to send somebody in Grangie. We're not going to lie about that. We're going to have people we're not going to send somebody in Grangie there. We'll have people in Nimba. But it's possible we could have somebody there to cover it for us. But we're going to actually have people in Nimba to carry the. So that's the money with the collection. So my people are saying that I should inform you that you should send your collection. You should share your contribution to send SKTV people to Nimba County.
I would try I just got back from
yeah,
Liberia
it's okay. If you not get it today, you can contribute to us anytime.
No, definitely. I'll follow the show and assure you that I will be a regular contributor, whether on the show or financially, I will definitely do that. I mean, I have followed your show for some time, and I really, appreciate the way you guys conduct, your show. Educating Liberians, having on the numbers of political, economic, and social issues. So, I mean, I'm with you, so don't worry.
All right. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
Okay, sir. Thank you, too.
So, there are people in here, whether the Gigi James, whether the Leisure, whether the Gwen, whether the Ruth, Robert Pemba, all those ladies, all those strong and powerful ladies. Sometimes you guys can stop to amuse me. The man called to give his opinion on issues and even, complain about their collaboration with the CDC and how they were treated. Then you're forcing the man forcing me to tell the man to contribute. You guys are something else. The man said he doesn't have the money yet. The man just came from Liberia. So the man will contribute in the future. Sometimes some of these things can be funny. These ladies, they can be watching, smartly, throwing jabs on people. They're telling the man, before you come here to talk your thing, you came here, you interrupt our collection. So get your own collection and what we're doing here right now before you talk about anything. But you guys are the best, So instead of when you go in the future, you got a man. You got a man can contribute today. You're going to contribute in the future. So the man should call in the future to talk. It's not pay as you go. Just stop it. You shouldn't make me laugh too much. It's not about pay as you go. Then the man say you will contribute in the future. You let you do it in the future. A lot of people that can come here, they listen, they got the news, But at the end of the day, they will not contribute anything. Let me take this other caller. Hello? Yeah, I'm Omar here. I can tell.
Yeah,
I'm doing okay.
Yes, something.
Yeah, Omar, before you talk, if people say your children say anybody call, you gotta pay. They say anybody call, you gotta pay. So you gotta pay for the children.
What they have to long time. That means what you say, you must start without seeing that way you are talking.
Yeah.
I
don't want to know. And see, they say I'm too diplomatic.
So let me beg you.
Tell your thing, Omar.
Okay, so just years ago. We spend time telling these people about these politicians. But what we as a people who love Liberia, what we ought to be doing, me, I'm a education person. What we ought to be doing, Sekou, we talking, we educating these people, we're telling them what's going on.
Yeah.
We also, each individual in the diaspora, we have to be in our different groups, Nimba group, background group. We have to also be educating our people in a different way. Some people learn two ways. They learn visually and they learn orally. We're doing the oral talking. But what I will appeal to my people that we also need to do is to show some visual to our individual people. There are countries who came out of war, who are developing. They have certain areas, they have superintendents, they have somebody like Prince Johnson who's been there for 23 years, many years. But, Sekou, all these years you have been there, all the office we elected you to, what is it that you got to show in your different countries to say this is what we're doing? So I want for us to show visual, show Kigali,
war.
They came together, they decided million people died in the country. We got less people, and that's not to minimize anything.
Yeah.
But we got less people. But show our people their country. You know, they need to see that election when you're talking about what we're donating money to go to that election. What is it that person who now win? Or the people there who now win? What is it that they can show in the country that they can say this is what somebody put here? Whether it's school for their children to go to, whether it's hospital, whether it's the electricity, what is it? These people need to see outside of Nigeria something for them to say, for true, that was looking like that. That Guinea, that Sierra Leone, that Rwanda, that Jamaica. You know, let's give them some visuals so that they can look at it. You know, say you must look in the mirror. And that man that looking in that mirror must see your own image. And will help you to change his ways. So yes, it's good for us to be bringing the information. What the person say, what the person got to say, we're showing it. But I wonder to myself sometimes if we really need people, because I don't know what the people are doing. And I don't know what our people are learning from it. Like our people starting to see outside of Monrovia. Some of them never been to Monrovia, so they didn't even know what Monrovia looks like. The one who left the villages to the country and came to Monrovia, what are they doing there? Some people are saying, oh, they don't make $2. They don't make 500. What is it that they're doing there? What is it that we will encourage our people to go back to their counties? What is it that the president is talking about? Jeremiah Ku, normally Conga. What is ambassador? Public transportation, I took it to go there, I took it to come back.
Okay.
While you go, the small, the is free. You don't see nothing appealing. They're talking about, we're talking about tourism, simple. I've been asking myself, get tourism talk here. What is he like play? I don't care people to Liberia all the time. I don't care, I don't money to go there 2-3 times. What if you go from one street to the other street, the activity you don't see? You see small, you see plenty of day. You see the motorcycle and the labor, plenty of people. So let's have to show them something else. You're not in Guinea. You're not in Africa. One day, don't just tell 10 million or 5 million or 25 million. And let them say, look at Ivory Coast Road. Look at Guinea Road. Look at the city. Look at the apartment. Look at the houses. Show the power of the poor people. Show the people there. And then show them what each are they living. At least let them have some kind of visuals, some kind of image. Okay. So like we're talking, they can also be seen. And be said, you know, it was something to say, really? So I've been listening because I've been working, that was but I mean, I didn't contribute or not contribute in terms of sending my money. But in terms of making remarks under the post like I usually do. Because I was just listening, I was just thinking about it. They got vote again. This is not something personal. Nobody can say, I don't want that competition we have in between Jeremiah and Prince Johnson. The kind of competition we have, who will be the first person to win, or who will make, they say, what do with the people, what are they to do with the country? These people were fighting behind these people here. Who got Prince Johnson, a murderer, for 26 years. That's how he was supposed to be fighting.
For 27 years.
27? Check it. What is that? What is it? Supposed to be fighting?
No.
In 27 years, does Nimba, can you compare Nimba and NSF in Ivory Coast or Guinea? Or Kenya? Or Nigeria? Or Sierra Leone? It's something to think about. Something for to think about.
Yeah.
Because we are just every as the people that we're talking to. You know my statement. Politics is not my business. See, as far as I'm concerned, it's not politics. It's the legislation we bring the magnitude of ignorance that we're dealing with everything. We also we know what and what happens to people. Nothing. Black people just have mental issues. That and elected. What became a part for you? You know that it makes sense?
No.
No, it makes sense. And the point that people go to second, who you voting for? Oh, the people can tell you second now.
Yeah. Uma, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
Thank you. Really appreciate it. Of course. I mean,
Yes.
this is your platform. Anytime, you can call in. All right.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you. For sure.
I need you to talk to me, say about it.
Yeah. But the meeting yesterday, I was busy this week. I've been busy, very busy this week. I promised to call you to update you on the meeting, right? We're even planning to have another meeting because it's urgent right now. You can see what's going on right now. When the people then, when they're not happy with certain thing, when we are doing certain thing, they don't want the Liberian people to hear certain thing, they will use. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We will talk regardless.
Yeah.
We will talk. We will make sure our Liberian people are informed. Yeah.
So people can see and live what they cannot look like. That the politician who they're fighting behind is crazy. Let us see how the people that are lead in the day and go to the places.
Yeah. All right, Oma, thank you so much. All right. So, my people, we told yesterday we were about to leave, but we said we're going to stay on for another 10 minutes to be able to, accomplish certain aim to actually have few people to help us, and we have exceeded our expectation. So while we were talking, and another person said no name, and that person sent us $30. I'm sorry, $60. So that means we have extra $30 and $60 over what we asked for. We appreciate it. Nothing is too big, nothing is too small. We always have something going on. Like Monk said the other day, we did not really realize much, on Friday that we normally do. But again, our people always coming through. So while we're talking, while the Omar was talking to me, this person being one of the people that always been supporting SKTV, the person always say no name was a female. And person say no name, but I have to announce the money, as I've always done. Whether you people know it or not know it, once we receive any money, even we're not on the show, we'll come here, we'll announce it to you. So we all can be appreciative of those who are taking from their hard-earned money to support us. We really appreciate it. And one of the good news I want to announce to you guys is that we are growing very big on Facebook, on YouTube. A lot of followers now and support us. And I don't know about YouTube people then being, it's a little bit over. Somebody brother saying it's 300. No, it's a little bit over that. That's about $330. We were asking for $250. So we already get that. We already get more than what we were expecting, what we actually needed for that particular purpose. But always, we appreciate. So, brother, you're right. It's not over 300. It's actually 330. You know, yeah. But I want to say thank you to the supporters and those who donate, and those who did not donate anything. But you stay here. You encourage us to be here. You encourage us to ask other people to support. We say thank you. I know if you have it, you will donate. We don't want to be ungrateful. We appreciate those of you who give $10, $20. We appreciate those of you who give more. We appreciate everybody because you can only spend within your means. Whatever you don't have, you can spend that. Some people have it, they don't have the willingness, and a free hand to do it. So those of you who donate to us, we appreciate you very, very much. I want to say thank you. We'll be here tomorrow, and we will continue to bring you the needed information. Everything about our country, we don't care who is the perpetrator or who is at the receiving end of the bad things in our country. We always talk about them. I know, and I can tell you, I can confess to you that I've gotten a lot of calls from many politicians telling us the reason why they don't want to come on SKTV. They say we ask tough questions. Oh, my man, some of your questions then can put people in trouble. Oh, my man, you don't allow yourself, you don't allow people to send your same question to people to study it, to know exactly how to answer the question, and you want to be. Other platform can do that, where they will go, they be like, acting like, playing, wherein the guests already had the question and they will ask the question, the guests will answer, already pre-planned answer and everything. We don't do that. We go raw, unfiltered, because our people need to know the fact, the truth. So if you are comfortable coming, if you are not doing bad things, if you're doing the right thing, if you have the facts at your disposal, you shouldn't be afraid of answering questions because you're saying the truth, right? You shouldn't even scratch your head to think about it. But most of them are afraid to say the truth. So they're afraid to come to SKTV. Kudos to those who have mustered the courage to come to SKTV to answer questions. But our thing is, our show is not driven by guests. Our show is driven by information. And the people that follow SKTV, they are very important people. And they are some of the most committed people. It doesn't matter how long we stay here. It doesn't matter who's on, where, what's going on, in other areas. But people always come here to support us. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And we'll be here tomorrow. We love you all. Again, hats off to those of you who supported us today to facilitate our coverage in Nimba. And we hope our people will do their best to bring you up-to-date information in real time so we can know exactly what's going on there. Thank you so much. We love you.